Welcome back, ladies and gents, from the break. We are now in game two here, coming at you of our live Scrim cast series between White Flag Gamers here on the Hellborn side this time, taking on Backdoor Protocol here on the Legion side. We just saw Backdoor Protocol take game one with the very farmed Oogie finishing that one off. We have the banning phase almost complete here. Our Legion side has banned away Parasite, Lodestone, and now Drunken Master. So a couple of bans changing up there from game number one. And we will see Monarch and the Gladiator banned out from Hellborn, with Master of Arms going to be the third and final ban here of the first banning wave. And we see our Legion side with the first pick. I believe Legion had first pick last game as well. It is random. So each side getting a turn here of first pick, and they will snatch up the Magmus for themselves. Always a kind of comfortable staple pick, I like to say, picking up the Magmus there, having that solid initiation for your team. And they have two more picks coming up before the ban wave completes. We have Tundra going to be the first pick here with Kinesis, so they're going to snatch Tundra for themselves this time. They did not like playing against the Tundra, I feel like, in game number one, but they will have him here for themselves. And we now have the Voodoo Jester into Accursed. So that is a little bit different, but well, we did have some Voodoo Jester buffs recently. So for those of you who are not aware, we got to go all the way down to Voodoo Jester, of course. Acid Cocktail projectile speed has been increased, as well as the bounce speed. Curse Ground, minor buff there. Spirit Ward getting some cast range and projectile speed buffs as well. So this hero has gotten a little bit of love this patch. We'll see if he does perform well or not. But I am expecting that to be their main support. But they pick up the Accursed there on the third pick. This is something Backdoor Protocol is very comfortable with playing. They have picked up a lot of Accursed in the recent months in scrims and whatnot. And I've gotten to play against that quite a lot. That is very frustrating to play against. And what I like about the Accursed pick here is the shield can remove the Kinesis and Tundra ultimates. So one pick countering two heroes, the ultimates of two heroes, is going to be very impactful, I feel like, here in this game number two. So I really like the Accursed pick here coming in from Backdoor Protocol. But enough of that, we will talk about the second banning phase here. We have Corrupted Disciple, Keeper of the Forest, and Oogie going to be banned away here from the Hellborn side. Not going to look to play against the Oogie here. Once again, we have Kraken and Lord Sulfuras banned away from Backdoor Protocol, targeting Saute once again. This time they're going to get rid of the Chipper. So they did not like the Chipper in game one. Was pretty disruptive. In the laning phase, Deadwood fell 2 or 3 times to the Chipper. So they're going to go ahead and get rid of the Chipper support. And, well, looks like we're going to see some different picks this game. We'll see what White Flag Gamers has up their sleeves here, as they... looks like they picked up a position 4 and position 3, perhaps. I think we're going to see Dutch play the Tundra. Looks like Volka's been sticking to carry so far. Kinesis, I believe, is a Hanzi Pro hero, so that should be a position 4 and 3 already picked up. They might look to pick up the main support here, and perhaps the mid hero. We're going to go with a Nymphora and a Swiftblade. They're going to go with the carry. Not sure if I'm a big fan of the early Swiftblade pick. I feel like that kind of gives a lot of room for counter pick here from Backdoor Protocol side. And there are lots of things in the game that are good at dealing with a Swiftblade. I do, however, love the Nymphora pick. It's very good against the Voodoo Jester specifically, as well as the follow-up presence to the Tundra Bird. So they're kind of going for the strategy that we saw Backdoor Protocol go for last game with the kind of map presence strategy. There is no Fade picked up this time, though. Neither team looking to go for the fade. Almost kind of wonder if that would have been a bit better to fit their lineup than the Kinesis, but they go with the Kinesis instead. Early Swiftblade pick, though. Personally, not a fan of that one, but we'll see here if Backdoor Protocol looks to take advantage of that in the draft. They have been known to run stuff like Rampage. I'm sure they'll pick up some kind of physical damage carry. Looks like they actually go with a Zephyr. So they're going for more of a mid-game strategy here. I'm sure they're going to pick up another farmer because Accursed is not really good at taking farm. But the question is, what will they be looking to pick up here? Will it be a mid-hero or another core kind of like the Zephyr? Maybe something like a Torture even for Snark? Who knows? They're going to go with the Midas. Not the pick I was thinking of. And I don't feel like they really counterpicked the Swiftblade very well. They had 2 picks to do it. So I really dislike that. And they give Saute the Hag with no real counter to the Hag, knowing that that's one of his best heroes. So I feel like this draft is going to favor Hellborn quite a bit here in terms of like player comfort stuff. But they still have the Accursed potential here when the mid game rolls around to kind of just roll over them in team fights. We'll see if they can take advantage and get the Zephyr really fat to where they can't really deal with him. But I feel like with the Swiftblade and the Hag, I think they have lots of ways to deal with the Zephyr. So I'm going to give the draft advantage over to Hellborn this time. I gave it to Backdoor Protocol last game. I'm gonna say White Flag Gamers has a pretty nice one here. We'll see what they do decide to go for lane setup wise. Right now it's looking like a Swiftblade aggro tri-lane with Nymphora and Kinesis. And Tundra going to be going into the solo short lane. I think that they could definitely contest this tri-lane, but they are going up against... No, they are not actually. Accursed is going top. And Voodoo Jester. Zephyr is headed down to the bottom lane, perhaps by himself. Ooh, okay, we're going to probably see some lane swapping going on here, because I do not think both sides want to keep a 1 versus 3 matchup. Midas versus Hag. I think that's an even matchup. I think it's going to come down to rune control. I don't think neither can really kill the other really easily. So, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not too sure if one really wins over the other. I think Hag should do just fine. Midas probably has more wave clear potential. He could maybe get the rune a little bit easier than the Hag. I think it'll come down to the supporting cast if the runes influence the mid lane at all. But Voodoo Jester, Magmus, Accursed tri-lane. I was not expecting this whatsoever. I don't know how I feel about this. Tundra might just soak experience up here. I don't think he's going to get a whole lot. But they will definitely not leave Zephyr 1 versus 3 down here, because he will just get dove. Probably the same thing will happen to Tundra, but they are more of a defensive lane setup up here than Hellborn's tri-lane. So the difference here is that Hellborn has blocked the pull with their Tundra Bird. Voodoo Jester and Accursed have not shown yet. Tundra, if he plays too aggressively, he could be the Bloodlust here. I think Zephyr has already spotted out that the supports are down here. So here, now we have a Zephyr tri-lane with Voodoo Jester and Accursed. This could be a Bloodlust on the Nymphora. No, it looks like it will not be enough damage there. The apple was used as well. I think he was fine even without using the apple. Mid lane, 4-1 Hag, 5-2 Midas. So Midas is doing a little bit better early on, but it is still very early. And now we have Tundra versus Magmus 1 versus 1. Gotta say, I do like Magmus in 1 versus 1 situations. Tundra gonna need to vary out some regen. And this could be... Oh, he's got the apple, though. I think he's gonna be fine here. He needs to hit him once, stun, and hit him again. I don't even know if that's enough damage, actually, without him getting the apple off. I think Tundra's fine. He should be fine here. Like, Magmus has to hit him, I think, 3 times to kill him, not 2. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Buckler gods come into play and Apple gets clicked on in time. Have packet loss. I guess some people are lagging. Life is hard when you play on 2-digit ping. That's all I can say. We can live and we can dream. Mid lane is next to even so far. So Swiftblade versus Zephyr Trilane. We got the defensive power of Cyclone Heal and Cursed. Cursed can remove the Nymphora stun. Kinesis has the Gust right now. I think he wants to take Coconut from Voodoo. I don't think he wants Gust. So Hellborn's Trilane gets strong when Nymph gets level 2 heal. Until then, I don't think they have enough burst power. Kinesis also needs levels to really have have much influence. Whereas a Curse level 1, pretty solid. Voodoo Jester level 1 doesn't deal with damage but has good control. And the longer the fight happens, I think it favors Legion. Swiftblade's all his damage is going to come from spin, but Zephyr has more sustained damage. So Hellborn has burst, Legion has sustain and damage over time. Those are the 2 benefits of each tri-lane. But I think Magmus should win this 1v1. Even despite Tundra being a pretty good 1v1 hero, I think this is Magmus' favorite up here. We'll see what 2-minute rune spawns and who gets it. Maybe that is going to swing the tides of mid lane. But those are the lanes. We'll see what changes here after the pause goes down. We should probably watch top lane since we could maybe have it. Yeah, he's going to immediately apple. That would have actually killed him. He was on 70 health. Apple heals for 80. So it actually was a two-hit kill if he didn't apple. So good decision from Dutch there to use the apple just to be on the safe side. Bottom lane we have the spin coming in. Zephyr has 2 cyclones to eat. Coconut bounces to Nymph. Just gonna pop the health potion there. Seal stun gonna come out here. Zephyr doesn't have a gust. He did use it already. Bit of stun coming in. Defensive gust though from Kinesis. I don't know if they were necessarily looking to re-engage there. Mid lane almost dead even. 13-1 against 13-2. And there's the 2-minute haste turn. Both games spawns a 2-minute haste turn for Sate. He's got to be loving his mid lanes today. Snark's going to get a Merrick's rune, and he's not going to be too thrilled about seeing a haste rune and a bottle of Hag. It's going to most likely give him an edge here. But we do have the level 4. Midas getting his transmute now. Might be able to force the haste rune out early where that 4-minute rune comes up. Bottom lane, here's a cursed ground. Did land on the Swiftblade. Spin is down. Zephyr took a lot of the brunt of that, but Cursed most likely preventing some of the damage there. Got a Bracer picked up and an Iron Shield on the Zephyr. Swiftblade also picks up an Iron Shield. We have Battery here. All of Hellborn's Trilane has a Battery. Zephyr could be in some trouble here. There's the spin. The shield is going to blow up. Zephyr is going to fall here. That's the Bloodlust kill. And there was no mana on the Voodoo Jester for anything. The Accursed didn't have mana for heal. So Hellborn capitalized there with the supports not having mana. And well, you can't sustain if you can't use your spells. That much makes enough sense to me. Top lane is very heavily one-sided for Magmus here. We got 31-1 against 12-0. Tundra is not liking this game. He is Not getting too many of the last hits, unfortunately. Hag gets the Mystic Illusion rune as his 4-minute rune. Midas will once again... Did he get the... Oh wait, I think Tundra might have killed that actually. Ha! That's a good play there coming in from Tundra to deny the rune. Midas not going to get his bottle refilled. That is unfortunate. Midas going to continue to struggle. He's actually winning in last hits though, but in terms of bottle usage here, he's going to have to go back to base. It's going to give Hag some time to catch up in the last hit department. The 350 GPM Midas, 300 Hag. So Midas is still playing mid lane very well despite not getting the runes here. I do think I dropped some frames. Apologies for that, guys. Looks like it's cleared though. We have level 4, 2, and 3 here versus level 3, 4, and 3. Budapest are currently missing from the bottom lane, but Zephyr hitting level 5 here. So probably gonna get some pressure put on him there. Zephyr gonna try to maybe steal some of these neutrals. The fight for the neutrals has begun. Budapest are currently roaming to the top lane. I'm a little bit surprised that they decided to give up so early. Maybe they figure their tri lane is stronger and they don't want to necessarily fight into the SWIP lane. But if that is the case, they could send Zephyr to the jungle. They do have stacks that he could work on. Oh, another haste rune spawns for Wretched Hag. He might look to come to the bottom lane here. They're going to start a fight here. There's the shield from Accursed. He already used the heal. That's the shield actually still available. Bats are going to come out from Wretched Hag. There's a heal. Zephyr going to go for the TP. And he will actually make the escape. So they burned the Bat Blast, the haste. Accursed did his job. He kept alive the Zephyr and a good heads-up play there to survive. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we had Voodoo Jester setting up a gank on the Tundra. And he is below 200 GPM now on the Tundra. Continues to struggle. Only actually did use his piercing, or avalanche, excuse me. But Magmus is level 7 now, 430 GPM. We're going to have a very early portal key coming in on the Magmus if he does decide to go for that. And meanwhile, Midas still continues to take a GPM lead here. He actually goes for the sorcery ring. I haven't seen this in quite a long time, but I mean, with how well he's done 42 last hits here at 7 minutes. I don't really have a problem with him going for the sorcery ring. It's going to allow him to just continue to flash farm. And then it helps out heroes like Accursed and Voodoo Jester who don't have any mana sustain. Speaking of Accursed, he goes down here. He's all by himself. Zephyr working on the jungle stacks. So he's kind of acting like a suicide Accursed here for the moment while they work on some jungle, but White Flag Gamers is onto this. They're like, what is Zephyr doing? Well, there's one place he could be, and they're going to try to steal these stacks away. Now, they each have a Word of Sight in their own jungle here. They're going to heal up the Zephyr to try to regain control here. Midas coming in as well as he picks up the sorcery boots now. Might even look to throw out some spells here. Make sure these stacks get taken out and not stolen away. We have a fight at the top rune here. Magmus has a Lava Surge coming up in 3 more seconds. Tundra is coming over. There's the avalanche into the sonar screen. Magmus didn't calculate Tundra's presence there, unfortunately, so he's going to fall. That's going to stop Magmus's reign of 400 and I think he was at 440 GPM, but he's now down to 350. Wretched Hag going to get a little gold boost there with the kill. Bottom lane, we have the spin coming in from SWIP play. They're going to take out the Coconut Man. Zephyr trying to get a return kill, but he's outnumbered here. Here comes Midas. He leaps into position, gets the combo to go out onto the Kinesis. They're going to take out the Nymphora as well. So Midas's rotation here proving to net them some kills. And it will be a 3-4 hero kill lead now. Still in favor of Hellborn, but as we can see, the Golden Experience still in favor of Legion here. And that is due to all 3 of the lanes having good farm across the board. Get the seal of approval from Marloni with that mana ring pickup from Snark. I see you, Marloni, in the chat. We have Coconut Man, Veiled Rotted up here. got the orb turned off. Doesn't want to give away his presence here. Dutch maybe spotted that, or maybe he just feels that something's not up. He's playing very defensively here, almost like he kind of knows he's being ganked. Gonna even throw out a very passive piercing shards there. But Coconut Man, he's getting into range. We're gonna have a stun. They stack the stuns there. Oh, but it's not gonna matter. Actually, it does matter. Lava or Eruption doesn't get channeled, but Midas is the difference maker there. They rotate 3 up for that kill. Hag gonna look to take out some stacks. Meanwhile, Swipblade is still in the bottom lane currently. He is the top farmer on his team, hovering around that 400 gold per minute mark. Zephyr is gonna maybe hit level 8.5 here if he gets these stacks close to level 9. They do have a ward of sight here. Kinesis cannot kill him by himself. They are rotating over. I think Zephyr's going to be just fine. Yeah, they see him on their own ward of sight here. The TPs are coming in. They might want to look to counter here. Now, Swipblade has slashes ready to go. We have Typhoon from Zephyr as well to perhaps control the fight. As here comes Swipblade. Zephyr maybe baiting this out. Here's the Accursed with the heal. Still has the shield ready to go. Coconut Stone bouncing between 2, but now Voodoo Jester. Is he going to get caught here? There's the Creep Wave going to maybe prevent Swipblade from going in with a dive. And it looks like they're going to actually drag a Creep Wave through the jungle here too. So when it's all said and done, nothing happens. Midas actually takes out the tower here. Missed that one. That went down to the Legion. Kinesis is porting up to the top lane. Maybe for some experience to try to get his level 6. Nymphora is also going to TP out in the trees here. They couldn't spot him. So, Backdoor Protocol continues to take a leader. Here's the Magmus portal key. He does pick up the Striders. They're going to take out Wretched Hag with the Midas Transmute. And a Curse even assisting with some nuke there. So, yeah, they're getting good farm across the board. Zephyr almost 500 GPM. He's going for an early Staff of the Master. He picks up the Plated Greaves. Not sure if he really needed those this game. It's going to kind of bulk him up a bit. I think he could have went for Ghost Marchers if he wanted to, but top lane, Magmus gonna go down. Looks like Kinesis stole the Lava Surge there. They started that off with a Avalanche, I think, into the follow-up. Swipblade gonna go in with the slashes. No, Volca gets turned on by the Bird. Birdman holds his ground. He's gonna get healed up by the team support. Nymphora could be in some trouble. Midas not gonna go for the leap into salvo combo there. Tundra Bird is spectating them farming the stacks here. Nope. He's moving. Looks like Hag's going for maybe a Gnome's Wisdom. But yeah, not any items completed here by Hellborn here at the 13-minute mark. So yeah, we see the GPMs starting to taper off. And Legions continue to remain kind of stagnant up at the top here. Magmus did fall off a little bit, but he's got his core item. Looking to try to set stuff up with his teammates now. I am kind of disappointed that he went for Strider since he was doing so well top. I think he could have went for Steam Boots this game. Zephyr, I think, has maybe one more piece of staff to go. Oh, he has it. Okay. That's a 13-minute staff. Makes sense. 530 GPM. He kind of rushed it as well. He's going to take out some more stacks here. So now he gets, I believe, it's 12 Cyclones. Yes, he can have 12 Cyclones. Double radius on the ultimate. They should look to take some team fights now with that item picked up. Maybe even get some magic armor up on the Zephyr. I think he should look to pick up vestments this game once they look to start fighting. But still very far from Cleaver is Swipblade. Looks like he is going for that. So they are still looking to put him on that farming route. And Wretched Hag is 1-1. So not really having the great start that we were hoping for, but he got those good runes to start things off. Here comes the Midas Transmute. He's going to blink away. The reflex is there on Hag. Looks like he was kind of expecting something to happen. Failed route on the Kinesis. They might catch the Midas here. They're baiting the regen rune. Oh, he misses the Lava Surge. Snark did a stutter step. That was... I don't know if that was accidental or just Snark reacting to the Veiled Rot there, but he did a stutter step, and Magmus or Kinesis was like, no. Magmus might get caught here in the top lane. There's the Lava Surge. Avalanche comes out. They're gonna use everything that they have. Midas gonna land a double combo though, following up the TP. Here comes Hag with the bats, and there's the Zeal stun as they do port in with an import behind. There was not enough TP support there coming in from Backdoor Protocol. They lose the Midas, so it's a 2-for-1 for the Kinesis trade. And that's what they needed to kind of get themselves some momentum going. They might pick up this tower kill now as well. But as we can see, Zephyr, he's just fine with chilling down here in the bot lane. He's got a curse behind him. I think we saw the cleaver. Was that the cleaver recipe or the cleaver itself? Maybe he has the cleaver. I don't think he has it yet, actually. I feel like he's still lacking the Warhammer. Gnome's Wisdom finished on Hag, 1200 or 1600 gold, sorry, on him. He could look to go for a staff or a Grimoire perhaps here. I think we'll see the staff. He picks up the glowstone. What will Midas go for as his next item though is the question. Maybe a Storm Spirit would be quite good, even a tablet. Sand Scepter is always quite good against heroes like Hag with the bat debuff, but they do have the Accursed. I think he has some options as well. Currently popping a Veiled Rot here. Tundra gonna send out the bird, the Shiver. Hag could maybe get caught here, going for the rune, but as we can see, Midas has that bottled up. Invisibility in the bottle. They might look to jump the Tundra here. I think. Oh, they're gonna spot the Kinesis. There's the Thought Steal. Avalanche comes out. He's gonna throw out the Transmute though. Oh, he gets the 2-man Lava Surge off thanks to the heal. He's gonna PK out from the Switchblade. Might actually escape here. Are they gonna Nymph TP is the question. They're not Nymph TPing to cut him off, which I'm a little bit surprised about. Magmus gonna surge down the cliff there, and he's gonna be fine. Zephyr, 3,000 gold. Is he going? Is he just gonna buy a Shrunken instead of magic armor here? Oh wow, he's going Behemoth's Heart. Huh. Top lane, we're missing action. This was not an avalanche usage. They just caught him with the Kinesis, I think, first. Zephyr over 600 GPM now. So I think they want his next item and then they're going to look to fight. I am surprised that they didn't fight right away with the staff. The Jester getting caught here. Boom. The heal pod blows up. And Nymph will get credit for that one. Midas picks up Mana Tube. I guess it will be Storm Spirit. That shit Hag should be, I believe, halfway to stab. I think she has Mighty Blade picked up. Still. I'm a little bit surprised that Legion is kind of taking it so slow. I feel like they could definitely take a fight. Maybe they are not sure how far ahead they are in terms of gold and XP. But Magmus has, for some reason, he's stopped farming. And I really don't like that. I think he could have easily had like Steamboots, PK, Tablet, or something by now. But he has chosen to go for the Strider's route. And he's going to transition into more of a support the longer the game goes if this continues. The Cleaver is finished on Swiftblade, and I think this is a great time for Legion to kind of recognize the weakness of Hellborn's item progression. Well, they do have the Tundra PK picked up. But it shouldn't really be an issue with the Accursed. Still able to remove the ultimates. Zephyr should be able to right click the heart now. He's got the remaining gold for the heart. There it is. And I think they should look to take a fight now. Switchblade probably gonna go for either a Dawnbringer or a Shroud or something like that. Gonna see something to kind of help him with combat.
Do not question me.
Oh, we're gonna find the ward here. Very surprised by how slow this game has kind of, or how the game has kind of evolved into a very slow speed. Oh, the Nimport came in. They have the bird here. Are they stuck in the trees or what? You're gonna see Magmus here.
This is the
That should be a kill. Oh, he's gonna live actually. 14 HP. Power supply, steam bath, bottle. Here comes the counter here. Voodoo Jester gonna get a curse into ultimate on the nymph. That should be a kill. Dutch actually dies to Kongor there. They did kill the Magmus, but they lost 2 players. And that's almost gonna cue Backdoor Protocol to taking their Kongor. There's a DD on the Zephyr. And they have gnomes on the Accursed. There's the Storm Spirit on Midas. I love the pickup there of the Storm Spirit. That's great against Hellborn. We do have a Whispering Helm picked up on the Switchblade. He's going a very farm heavy route. Kongor was very easy with the double damage. Zephyr's still full HP. They could look to chew down some towers now with the Zephyr power. This is kind of their peak timing, I feel like. I don't think they're going to get too much stronger. I mean, they could always take it late game with Sheepsticks and stuff, but I don't think they want to go late game against Hag Switchblade. So they should really look to start taking all the remaining towers now with the Zephyr. Hag has her staff completed. I wonder if she'll upgrade anybody. She might just look to continue to bulk or build into spell damage. Something like Grimoire, Spell Shards kind of items. They are going to need a tablet on somebody, whether it's the Kinesis, the Nymph, or even the Tundra against the Zephyr. I don't think they can fight into the Zephyr ever without any tablets. There's the Shamans picked up on Zephyr. And good luck killing the Zephyr right now. Unless it's like 5v1, I don't think they're going to be able to bring him down. 2600 life, Zephyr with Shamans. It's going to be pretty tough. They still have Nymphport. So yep, here comes the base push. They're going to knock on the door here. They're gonna dive in on the Midas here. The Ward of Sight spotted him out, I believe. They're gonna look to take out this tower. Tower not falling that quickly though. Zephyr's not the fastest tower pusher. He's gonna get stunned up here on the tower. Oh, the shield was used a little bit early. It didn't remove the stasis smash. There's the Swift Slashes though. Zephyr's tanking everything. Here comes an eruption in the background. They take out the Kinesis. Voodoo Jester did fall for Legion as well. The bats were used here from Hag, I believe. And Zephyr's going to be forced to TP on out. Do they have a stopper? It doesn't look like it. And they lost the Magmus as well. Cursed most likely going to fall here as well. He's got the flame consumption. He didn't go for the TP. I think he's fine. They don't have any stoppers. Nymph had no mana for the Zeal stun. So they lost 2 for 1 in top lane. Midas fell. It was essentially 3 for 1. They got some tower damage. Almost half the tower. There's the Barrier Rattle on Zephyr. That's going to help against the Wretched Hag quite a lot for the team support. Right now he's all by himself, but I guess he's feeling very comfortable that they cannot kill him. And I think for good reason. So would like to see them take the remaining outer towers. Switchblade, not really scary at all just yet. He needs probably at least another 2 items before he's really threatening. Still trying to break the 500 barrier there. Hag can legacy somebody. Oh, Tundra went for glowstone. See, I don't like that. If he's gonna go for staff, I think Hag should just staff him and he should get tablet probably.
Tune in. I need your aid.
There's a lift from Kinesis. There's the shield removing that ultimate. They do deny the tower. Nice deny coming in from Hag. There's the Typhoon holding down the Switchblade. Now he has the spin up. He's taking physical damage there from the Voodoo ultimate. Transmute lands onto 2 coming in from the Midas. Switchblade gonna fall to the magic damage. Zephyr gonna do a gust. There's a 2-minute stun from the Magmus. It's a double tap coming in for the Zephyr. Defensive gust coming in from Kinesis. And that could net themselves a tower here. There is a buyback on the Switchblade, but do you really want to use the buyback here is the question. They pick up Spell Sunder on the Hag, so they're going to have a way to deal with this heart. They're going to put the debuff on him, but a curse can remove that, so it's not really the best tool here. Stormshare comes in on the Kinesis. There's a combo from the Midas to follow it up. Kinesis getting locked down here. He does take the Lava Surge. He's going to bait out a lot of spells, but the tower is falling and Zephyr is still quite healthy here. He's on about half life. There's the bats coming in. A heal comes in and a shield from the Accursed. They might look to reset this, just get Zephyr some of his health back. Transmute comes in. Here comes the turn coming in from the Magmus. Here comes the Eruption. He's going to light up a 2-man stun in the background. So Blade to get a spin up. It is some good damage as Zephyr is holding his ground. Switchblade did use the Blade Frenzy, and now he's going to get transmuted up. He does not use the Swift Slashes. Double tap comes in once again from the Zephyr. Stormshare comes in on the Switchblade, and there's the Elemental Warp to take him out. And I think that might do it. I don't think Hellborn's got too much fighting power left in them, as they're going to take out the Raxus here in the mid lane. And that's going to be the first Rax. This tower's got half life on it. Zephyr picks up a Frostburn, now a Firebrand to finish off the Frostburn. And again, they're fighting with a lot of gold on the Switchblade. He's had about 2,000 plus gold for this entirety of the Rax defense. Kinesis picked up the Jade Spire. Again, they don't have really enough kiting tools to deal with the Zephyr. Actually not going to get stun locked here. She's going to go down. No heal pod or tablet came out from the Nymphora. She's going to get caught in the Typhoon now. Kinesis gets his way out of there, but he might fall regardless. There's the GG's coming in, and Backdoor Protocol takes game number 2 here. Once again, piloted by a very farmed carry. They have 760 GPM on the Zephyr and 500 GPM finishing it off here on the Midas. So that will do it for game number 2. We'll go on another break. We'll see if there's a game 3 coming up. Stay tuned, ladies and gents. We'll keep you updated. Hopefully a game 3 coming our way.